No, absolutely fair.
Speaking of fake news, I was accused of spreading fake news with the 20% tax on the savings account.
Oh, okay.
So let's ask our traditional finance guy.
Okay.
Well, it is true. I mean,
Yes.
it's true. It's just the people who are messaging me saying it's fake are saying, hindi, tagal na yan eh. That doesn't mean it's fake, bro. It's
Doesn't mean it's fake.
yeah, it doesn't mean it's fake. It's like, well, it wasn't Ralph Recto who did
I'm
it.
completely missing everything here.
so,
Can you, in
so
context?
I have some bias because he's my ninong.
No, I think it's true that he didn't actually do it, but he is DOF.
No. Yeah, and he's DOF.
So buck stops there.
Yeah.
Whether it was his...
Well, with the president, but whatever.
Okay. I want this cleared up.
Yeah, all right. So we're talking about the CMEPA, all right. So which stands for the Capital Market Efficiency Program Act.
Okay.
All right. So what it does is that it gave everything a flat rate of 20% on the interest income.
It used to be 15 for some.
It used to be 15 for some. It used to be 10 for some. It used to be.
So it's not fake. It's 20%.
It's 20. Yeah, no. It's It's 20%. So it's a uniform tax on interest income from deposits, bonds, trusts. Everything's at flat 20 na. Before kasi, if you had a bond with a longer tenure, they would reward you for that. So to your point, you're correct. We're now penalizing, at least from my point of view, I share it with you. We're now penalizing people who are delaying gratification for putting their money into a longer tenure bond, because that would have like a 10-year, 20-year, 18-year, whatever, 15-year. They would get their income tax-free. That's no longer the case. So
why would they do that? I mean, I know for their point why they do it.
Yeah,
That's
they're
pretty
trying to
damn
raise.
obvious,
Yeah,
right?
they're trying to raise funds.
But my God, what message is that sending out?
Right. At least to me, it feels like you're disincentivizing people
Saving.
to save.
And you're encouraging them to
Right.
spend.
Yes.
So that the
Right.
economy keeps moving. It's
Right.
Keynesian economics all over
Right.
again.
I think the other side of that coin, and shout out to my mentor, si Melvin. He raised this point before. Government spending under Noy Noy went up, I think, I could be wrong, 15-20% under Duterte. And then with the rate that Bongbong is spending money, it's gonna, by the time his term is up, he will have spent double what Duterte had spent. It's the government's job to spend. The more they spend, the better things are for the people. It's not their job to save. Okay? So I'm not trying to defend, okay? But I'm just trying to give another perspective that this is the money they used to build roads.
This is correct.
Right?
You are correct.
So in their mandate, they're not supposed to spend. They're not supposed to save.
Yeah.
Correct.
You are supposed to spend, right?
Yeah.
It's just
So-
what you spend on.
Correct.
That becomes ultimately, yeah.
Correct. And I don't agree. And I don't agree with this. I don't agree. Like, there's so much noise and it's so hard to look for signal. You know,
Yeah.
I've been playing with this idea lately. I don't know. I've been
This is,
listening to every podcast from Modern Wisdom to, like, it talks about noise and signal. And there's so much noise and very, very little signal. So
Maybe you want to explain noise and signal to the people who are not familiar with the terms.
Okay,
Because
so-
it is a growing trend now.
Yeah,
with
yeah, yeah.
billionaires, Elon being the highest signal versus noise.
Correct. Kevin
yeah.
O'Leary. Yeah, that's right.
So please.
So noise, everything that does not, how do you...
Takes away from it.
It's out
Yeah,
of
that
the
takes
ether.
away from it. Correct. So and then signal is what you can actually tune into.
Okay.
Like that, what captures you, what is true, what is. So you're trying to look for signal in like a sea of noise.
Sure.
You're
You can
trying
also
to drown
maybe
out.
you can probably change it to focus and distraction.
Correct.
And
For-
this is of your own volition, not your
Yes,
algorithm.
yes.
Yes,
Okay,
yes, yes,
what you
yes.
choose
Well,
to
it-
seek.
Kind of similar to how I was framing the Trump thing. It's like signal versus noise. I drown out the noise, and I'm just
Yeah.
tuning into the signal because people are trying to corrupt your point of view.
Absolutely,
That's
And
there's an entire
there's a lot of
industry
there's a
around
lot
it.
Yeah.
of noise that's pretending to be signal.
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's
Of course.
so that's
Because we're in
kinda-
an attention economy. So,
Correct.
So that's an
Yeah.
industry right now.
Correct.
So your job, what you're saying
Yeah.
is, it's the billionaires and the high value individuals. they find signal and they drown out
They
the noise.
drown out the
They're
noise.
very good at, okay, this doesn't
that's
help
not-
my thing, this does.
Right. Okay, interest income from bonds, deposits, and trusts will now be taxed at a flat 20%. Previously, the rate changed from 0 to 20, depending on the instrument. Dividends are now taxed at a fixed 10% final withholding. Capital gains from selling unlisted shares or foreign stocks remain at 15% final tax.
What?
And royalties are now taxed at 20%, except royalties from books and creative works, which are taxed at 10%. And stock transactions, which is from 0.6 to 0.1%.
15% capital gains is only for stocks and investments.
Unlisted shares or foreign.
This doesn't affect property, right?
I don't think so.
Because that's 6%,
No.
and that's
That's
already
still there.
that's a Duterte
That's still
legacy.
there. Yeah, that's still there. They shuddered when the capital gains from all the real estate company. I think and I think they just backtracked and killed that capital gains tax. The additional capital gains.
Yeah, because 6% is I mean that they went down to 6%.
Yeah, right,
And
right.
if they touch that, there'll be, I mean,
Hell to pay.
Hell to pay because look, we already have unsold condos, and like we're gonna tank the market.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody's gonna want to buy anymore.
Yeah.
That would be the nail in the coffin for me,
100%.
for the real estate market, because
100%.
you're like, okay, just do Bitcoin or something else. Gold. Really, you're making it so hard for us to save.
Correct.
I just don't like the messaging.
I don't like the messaging.
I hate the messaging.
I think they didn't get ahead of the message. Now everybody's like, grabe kayo,
Yeah.
you're
Pati yan.
pati ba naman yung savings
Pati ba
ko?
na- I mean, you get taxed when you earn.
Right.
You get taxed when you spend.
Correct.
You get taxed even when you own. So like you've already spent it, you spent, and now you own it. You pay property taxes and vehicle registrations
Correct.
on the asset you've already paid for. And then you sell it, you pay
pay
again.
tax. Yeah.
And then if you save that money, you pay again. Come
correct.
on.
Yeah.
You die, you pay. You inherit,
invested.
you pay.
Yeah.
Correct.
Do you know
You
that?
invested, you get taxed
that
too.
I learned this the hard way a few years back. I made a donation to charity thinking that, I can claim this back on tax deduction. No, I have to pay tax on that.
Yes, donors.
I have to pay the tax on top of that. I mean, what
Right.
incentive do I
Right.
have? I couldn't believe it.